player's choice too.
See, I also have a big throw as well. So like, we get close enough with one of them grenades, and
Yeah, they're effective. I used one.
I mean,
Yeah.
30-meter throw is fucking pretty.
Well, my other thought was if I got familiar enough with Land of Lost, was just redirect where the gate is in the city, so it's directly above their base, and we just dropped a grenade through the gate.
I actually thought about taking all the grenades, wiring them together onto like a boulder, becoming Mecha Doc, and throwing it at wherever he stays within the compound.
Yep, that's a good idea as well. I was thinking about you.
I don't know if that would work right though, because I'm not sure that the grenades would amplify the explosion. They might just disintegrate each other. It might still only be a singular sphere if they were all together.
Okay, well, even if I did put it on a boulder,
overlapping,
like even if I did one
spheres
and threw it, I'm still throwing a boulder at wherever he's chilling. So I mean, it probably wouldn't be as effective.
I
could
Freddy,
probably pick up a bus and throw it as Mecha Doc.
My idea was I wanted Freddy to hack into one of the dinosaurs and create a virus that will cause them all to rampage and go crazy inside the base. You know,
I wanted to do the same thing since I know about cyberware.
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing.
But maybe we're overthinking it. What if instead of high tech we went back to the Stone Age and EMP'd that shit?
That's another thing that Freddie had talked about, and I agree. It's just getting components together for an EMP.
Yeah.
Right.
I've done some research. In order to get an EMP big enough to affect the base, you're pretty much talking about a backpack nuke at that point.
It's a pinch. Have you seen a pinch?
Well, yeah, good luck with that. They had to go to a specialized fucking laboratory and steal one.
Well, see, the problem with... I get that, though, too, but I do know about demolitions. I do know about electronics, and I could probably build one if I had the right shit.
Yeah, it's possible, but again, it'll take a lot of time and stuff like that.
What about all the various bits and pieces you've been pilfering from Bug City MyGo bases?
Nah, it's we would have minor power sources from like pistols and rifles, and that's now closed off anyway. I mean, we have a good workshop that we can use that like will help if I go to create anything, but that's about as far as that goes.
Okay. Oh, do you have access to any medical facilities there?
In Alien Takeover?
Yeah.
No, just a workshop.
Okay.
What?
I would really like to get some gene sequencing done on us. Some blood DNA gene sequencing done on us.
I'm ready for that too, by the way.
Yeah, I know you're ready for it.
But
we just need the right technology, access to the right technology to do it.
Not saying it's not there, but
yeah, the higher the tech level, the more information we'll hopefully find out, and might give some more hints about ourselves and how related we are to each other and all that jazz, and whether or not someone's spliced amber DNA into ours, or if we're actually born that way, or what.
Doesn't Gotham have like 1960s, 1950s?
Yeah.
Well, they had atomic weaponry then, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, we
the sad part is I actually had my hands on a nuclear bomb at one point.
Right.
Yes,
so you could go old school with the
EMP.
I mean, sure, there's a whole nuclear explosion thing to it, but you get the desired effect.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I love that there's actually been a fucking nuke in the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Bet your Wrestling Rad could get one for us.
You can get anything.
Yeah. What you want, I can get. I'll never forget his days in Cuba. Good times. Anyway. All right. So basically this 4-armed motherfucker won't come out of his dinosaur base.
Probably not. And because of the setup, which I think you've seen, it's very hard to get close without us getting shot up by automatic turrets and various detection stuff they've got set up.
Does he have minions? Well, who collects the fucking dinosaurs?
Yeah. There's a couple of hundred people there, scientists and other assorted minions. From memory of what we saw when Doc was able to focus his eyes with his hands.
So What if we bag like some of the people that are out there getting dinosaurs and put like bombs in their
I don't. We didn't see any sorties, and I think they'd probably be flying pterodactyls out and netting things and doing that sort of thing, carrying them back in their nets.
We need a lot of recon on their operations, but I guess we don't have time.
Yeah, it's a balance of time versus.
It shows Doc Yang having a bad flashback of him running through the cornfields, and there's like apes on horses, fucking cats and shit chasing him.
Typical day.
This is a hard psychoanalysis session.
I mean, I've kind of laid out my general ideas. I don't have total exposure to everything yet, so I don't know everything you guys know. But
I would like to point out, though, that Joshua McKay has had total exposure to both of you.
Oh yeah. We know him very well.
Too well.
Anyway, have you guys fought agents yet? I mean, I'm sure you have, right?
Yeah, I've killed a couple. They're rough.
Veterans like yourselves. For some reason,
we purposely activated them and watched them fight and multiply and observed their patterns, and then done some forensics on them. On the
they went after us in Burlington after Freddie tried to get into the milk factory.
How did he try to get into the milk factory? How did he try to get into the milk place?
He was breaking down the door, I think.
So he didn't use any magic or use any weird tech stuff that is not normal there?
Well, he called it a lightsaber. So I don't know.
Right.
Does that count?
Yes, that would count as. But basically, they're like antibodies, and if you do something that's outside of the paradigm, and you're witnessed by the locals, by the background people, that will often cause the Men in Black to get summoned. Burlington's got a little extra feature in that it's got a phone in the sheriff's office that if the sheriff notices some weird stuff happening, he will go and use the phone and summon them.
Don't forget about the box too.
Yes. And if you've ever got something that you want to get rid of forever, there's a coffin-size block box with a black hole in it that anything dropped into it is gone forever.
In Burlington?
Yes, in the sheriff's station. In the police station, sheriff's station in Burlington.
Oh, must have been behind that locked door.
Sorry, Logan?
I wouldn't say coffin size, large garbage can with a human-sized slot.
It was basically, the reason I was saying coffin size is because it took a couple of us to move it around when we were using it to
awkwardly big.
Get rid of people.
Yes. There's nothing better than taking a whole bunch of dead people and sticking them into that thing.
Yep.
That's where we got the magic bowling ball. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
No, Freddie mentioned about it and mentioned losing his.
Oh, it's a sexy item.
I still have
it's
mine.
Somewhere in the lake where the Shoggoth was.
I still have mine. It's at the embassy right now, but it's still around there. I know you guys are very magic-y. Anyway, you were talking about learning magic, and you had some books.
Yes, there's a couple of books here. There was a lot more, but they've slowly been disappearing.
Mm-hmm. You need more books to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, Chris's book may be at risk, and I think
here. I show them this book. I pull out the encyclopedia and I show them the pictures.
It's a big picture book, is all. He's like, look, it has pictures, and you guys are like, yay!
Yeah,
I can pull these I can pull these out as a one shot, and then I have that item.
Oh, cool.
The pictures?
Yeah,
that's pretty badass.
Nice.
Is it an actual? It's like could you pull a giraffe out or some shit?
No. So there's clean adventuring clothing with boots ×10, a hot bath with tub soap ×10, 3 times lock picks, a campfire all set up ready to be lit ×3, flint and tinder ×5, a mirror, a brush, spectacles, old like regular, 20-meter section of rope times 10, hand mirror times 2, fake mustache, very fake looking, probably used if you're in Russia, times 1. Torch times 10, suit of chainmail, one size fits nobody times 3, 5 broadswords, fancy looking treasure chest with a key and a lock. It's empty and it holds up to 4 loaves of bread size. A cup and ball game for when you're bored. A dildo, big, black, and floppy for when you're very bored. A shovel, a spade for gardening. Tombstone engraved with "Here lies what's his name, we hardly knew ye." A sheath of blank papers, a quill, and a small bottle of ink times 2. A dead Norwegian blue parrot in a cage nailed to its perch times 1. Yeah. A horn made from some dead animal, blow in one end and make a noise. A small handbell, like you'd use to summon your butler. A skin of water for drinking times 20. Bag of gold marked with the word loot. Loot contains 21-ounce gold coins times 1. A towel, big, pink, and fluffy times 1. Bathrobe, black, says pimp on the back in huge white letters times 10. A blue crowbar. Large brown bag suitable for sack racing times 2. A large wooden gazebo. A very angry looking bear.
Where the hell did you get that?
The librarians gave it to me.
These librarians that are in this library here?
Yeah, they discovered that. Well,
they all like pose for a group picture briefly and then go back to what they're doing.
So do the items do they disappear after a certain time?
No, they're like, you pull them out and there you go.
Can you put them back in?
No. Once they're out, they're out.
Okay.
Are the librarians constructs or?
One of them the other one to go, stop it.
No, these were all from Night City.
Oh, you imported them?
Yes. No, see, only the people from Night City.
It's a bit more complex than that, though. They're not just from Night City. They were actually people in MMO cryogenic chambers that were in the MMO land that you've been to. These are their avatars when they're in the MMO land.
So their physical bodies were in Night City.
Yes.
And their avatars were in MMO land. And somehow you extracted their avatars and their physical bodies are still in Night City?
No,
Yes.
Alex, well, maybe. We don't know. Alex Kinley saved us, one of them says. Alex Kinley.
So you guys are like trapped in a virtual world.
No, we were, but we have become Doras, is what we were told.
Yeah.
Because of Alex Kinley saving us. Yes.
Basically, by them traveling on the Naughty Shamrock or some other vessel through the whirlpool that links Burlington to MMO land, that seemed to sever their connection with their bodies in Night City and make them real boys and girls. They were no longer Pinocchios.
Well, except for Qatar Balar, he's not a real boy. One of them says, and everyone's like, "Shut up, be nice to Qatar."
The interesting thing is that, well, we're not sure if it's 100% or a certain percentage of their descendants are not. They cannot make use of gates or anything like that.
Which is creating a real problem and stuff. Also,
Yes.
we would like to be able to study the effects because it's almost like they're different kinds of humans and stuff.
Yes, yeah. I've spoken to Darius about it, and he was starting to look into it and make notes as to.
One of them says, "Did you ever go talk to Darius about the gate thing?"
Yes, I did.
What did he say?
He said, Alex said you could help us with locking a gate.
Oh, well, if Alex said you can do it, you can do it.
I've been looking into it. I've been consulting with the powers that be, and I'm waiting for responses back from them.
Take a card, Pete. All right, so. Well, it doesn't get any better than that, they tell each other. They have confidence anything Alex Kinley says is just true.
Yes. Oh, all right.
Which doesn't work because he says a lot of shit.
So I currently have 2 rerolls, 2 supporter rerolls, and an opponent fails. I have to get rid of one of these cards. Does anybody want one of these cards?
One of these cards is doing its
I'm pretty
own
happy with
thing.
my cards right now.
All right. What about you, Doc? Or other Doc? First Doc?
Well, I got a big throw,
Yes.
which could come in handy with that
Mhm.
plan. I have a
Mhm.
crafting plus 20. I'm not sure if you guys need anything made or anything.
Well, you definitely need that for the check.
Right. And I have a skill 15 and then a full retrieve.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Skill like those are. That's
I'd
the
probably-
best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd probably dump the opponent fails and just suck it up with
That's
0
pretty
points.
much what I'm thinking of doing.
Yeah,
Is keeping the rerolls and supporter rerolls and get rid of the
sexy
opponent
card.
files.
Well, if you guys ever move out of the planning stage and into the doing stage, you are ready.
Yeah.
If
All right. Anyway, how do I learn magic? Read one of these books?
No, there's 2 books remaining, I believe.
Which books are remaining?
Control and Meta.
Hmm.
So basically, you read it. The book has a chance of teaching you the base level spell, and basically, if it doesn't work the first time, you can have another go later. But if you've basically at a game, you got to roll percentile dice. If you get 60 or below, you learn the spell. If you fumble, you can never learn it. If you fail, you can try again next session.
Okay, cool. I would like to try that
Go for it.
at some point. Is that just I just roll a percent on the dice?
Yep.
Logan?
You can do it.
Excuse me. Yep. All right.
Or not.
Yes, that did it.
Oh, that did it? Okay.
That's the first book.
Here's the first one on the control tree.
And try it again. Yep. And you got the Meta.
Okay.
Spell Helper.
Spell helper.
All right. We did have some more books, but they've been disappearing. I don't know if the librarians have found any other ones in their searching.
Anytime that they find an interesting book, they tell you, we will give it to whoever is here. We gave the sealed big book of stuff there to Doc Fulton, and apparently he's broken the seal, so it's his now. Yep. But if we find more books, we're happy to give them to you guys. We've been finding a lot of books that will help out Burlington. We found the best book for Burlington. It's called Plumbing for Dummies. We were very, very happy to find that. We've been needing.
Have you found any books that will help out Kinleyville?
That is.
They needed sewage.
Wow, just making working toilets would be a big, big bonus.
You're saying you found books that help Burlington.
Oh.
I wasn't sure why you'd want to help Burlington.
Well, for theft. We like to take Burlington's toilets and use them at home. But yes, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. He says, da, 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 da.
Yes,
if we find interesting books for you guys, then we will be happy to immediately turn them over to you when we see it.
So you haven't found any additional ones recently?
Not yet. That we just found this one the other day, so not bad.
Oh, did anybody end up taking the book off the giant mousetrap?
No.
Have you seen the giant mousetrap, Doc Fulton?
No.
Come this way.
Dun dun dun. He takes you over through the various book stacks and stuff. You guys follow him. And eventually he stops in front. It is a giant mousetrap. Like this can catch humans and very easily break their spine or whatever. And on the part that you normally put the cheese is a big evil looking book called Book C. And you're thinking if you were just to dart in your arm, you might be able to beat the huge swinging thing.
Or we can just set off the trap and then move the book once the trap's set off.
What's in the book?
He
We haven't
begins
looked at it.
The R2 watch interested.
Have you looked in the book? Is that the real book C?
You're not sure.
We don't know. We have left it alone for the moment because we didn't
I
have
hope
anything to set the trap off without injuring
No,
ourselves.
there's good things in that book. There's a lot of bad things, but then there's good things in there too.
Yeah. But
If you don't mind going a little crazy.
Yes.
I believe consume
I'm so
other is in
sane
that.
and crazy. You don't understand.
Exactly.
Isn't consume other in that one?
Consume other, clutch.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one.
Hold on. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, you could set off the trap and then remove the book.
Who set the trap up?
Don't know. Found it there. When I was following the footprints, we found it there. Apparently, I think somebody said has been there for a while.
Everybody give me spot hidden rolls as you're clustered around this. It does say on the cover by J. Swift.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes. It's small letters, but right. Fulton made his by order. Right. Under it says the expurgated version.
Oh.
Of course. Well, it won't have. Yeah. As we know, there won't be any Cthulhu Mythos spells here.
Well, what happens if there's like some kind of weird versions of them, though? Can I try to disarm this trap? Mechanical repair?
Give me a traps set disarm trap roll. That's a skill.
Is it?
Uh-huh. Trapping.
Trapping. There it is, right there.
Yep. He just shrugs. Everybody looks at the mousetrap for a while. Chris is like, if I dart my arm in real quick, it shows with a broken arm.
I shall pull a...
Go ahead.
I was just going to pull a book off a shelf, a large, heavy-looking book.
Yeah, toss it on there. It's
exactly right.
Triggers, and then we get the book.
Exactly right.
All right, no problem. You guys managed to defeat the mousetrap without Doc Fulton breaking an arm, which makes you sad in a way you cannot describe. But yes, you've got the book. Who has the book? You guys, okay, the trap is disarmed. Grabs the book like it's the last Twinkie in a zombie wasteland.
All right, so open it up on the table. Let's see what's in
Careful with that.
I analyze magic on the book first.
Go for it. You burn another charge from your goggles. How many charges do you have left? You've been using them quite regularly.
Yes, I have, and it's 26. Thank you very much.
God damn it. Fucking 50 charge pieces. Anyway, so.
Suck it!
Fine.
Negative 30.
Great. No. In fact, there's no magic whatsoever about the book. Now, the old top hat you found the other day, you've been thinking about making a snowman anyway, so no, wait.
There must have been some magic in that old top hat he found.
Zero magic in this book, however.
Doesn't mean it doesn't have stuff to teach you magic in it. Or other sort of things. Well, put it on one of the reading tables and let's have a look what's in it.
I like
no
that.
problem. It appears to have been written by Samuel L. Jackson as far as what it does. It's like C is for cat, motherfucker. It has a picture of the fucking cat laying there partially dead and stuff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's basically a child's picture book with a lot of filthy language.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear Matt. you can hear Matt chuckling in the background.
I need to pee again real quick. So.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Before you peed enough. He unmuted me to stick out his tongue. That's great. So Yeah, it appears that it may have been a trap within a trap.
Yes.
But now you got to find out that C is for cat. Motherfucker. One of the librarians comes over and he goes, "Any of you guys have kids?"
Yes.
He hands you a small, thin book that looks like it's made for children. It's called "Go the Fuck to Sleep."
Does it smell like chloroform?
No, but take your card, Chris. It should. It should. Yeah. Pete, that's an actual book. If you ever want to go to YouTube, you can find Samuel L. Jackson reading that book to you. Which, yeah. Go the fuck.
I have a trading time. Do you want a trading time?
Ooh.
Nah, as I said, I've got.
I will put it here.
Lots of rerolls.
So if Corey wants it, he can have it instead.
Yeah.
I like how you guys can't possibly get better cards now. So you're hanging out with
better cards. All right. So are we going to go try and take out the 4-armed man? The 1-armed man?
Or you could go tarot cards for fun.
Or do you want to go play with your tarot cards? Or?
Ooh.
That might be a good idea if we're going to go after the 4-armed guy.
Yeah.
Now, here's the main question. Do you want to hit him fresh in the morning or after sunset? Because that would help you determine, assuming the time is the same, it is, or close enough that it shouldn't matter too much, that you will tear your tarot cards.
Probably best to do it like in the morning, and then like first thing in the morning, check out, like rip the cards up, and then go after his ass.
I suppose the question is, how are we going to get into the Land of Lost? Are we going to do the waterfall, the gate halfway down the waterfall, or does anybody know of another?
Well, Land of the Lost has ancient future shit in it, right?
Yes.
Would the head of Zardos work there? Because I could fly us there then.
The head of Zardos is not in good condition, just FYI.
I know. It wouldn't be used to like assault. It would be to get there.
Yeah, it's barely holding together, and flying it is even going to be tricky, but it's possible. Zardos. The fun thing is that there's hundreds of those heads somewhere, possibly stacked up like old cordwood.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, so couldn't you go and get it, depending on when you got that one from, was there other ones you can go and get?
I could look and see if there's any others around.
That might take a day or two to get them all or get another one, but possible.
If the one you're thinking about is a bit damaged.
It's
super
really
damaged.
fucked up.
And I suppose the other thing is we don't know, since you guys left Night City, what's happened there, whether or not the rest of America has succeeded in doing whatever it is they were doing, or if they've just decided to nuke Night City to take out the Cybermen, or what they've done.
America, fuck yeah.
Oh, question, Logan. Something I should be able to find out here if I don't know the answer off the top of my head. The continent of Leonese, I couldn't recall, is that actually what they call the equivalent of North America, or is that the continent which is the equivalent of Europe, where Genovia is on?
B.
Right, it is the continent where Genovia is on. Right.
Genovia. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tell that bitch back there to quit it.
Matt, Corey says to quit it.
Who?
Who?
Or sorry, Chris says to quit yawning. I'll be right back.
I said, bitch, quit that. You gotta say it right.
Yeah, no, he's bad at
I'll be right back.
Transferring stuff across.
I want to talk to them.
Oh shit, it's on the speaker, isn't it? And why would I talk to them when I can't even hear them?
All right, I'm back. And Logan's gone.
Yes.
What did we figure out? What are we gonna do?
We're going to go see if we can find another Zardos head. Fly to Land of the Lost.
Okay. Well, so last time I was at what you guys called Night City. I mean, it was completely decimated, and the Cybermen had processed most of the buildings in the city, and so pretty much everything was underground, I guess. So in the sewer area. So I mean, I don't know if that makes a difference.
We could always just go over there, like through the sewers.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a gate to Night City that I think comes out near where the dwarves are in MMO land.
There's one in.
Sorry, a gate.
Burlington.
Sorry, my apologies. A gate in Land of the Lost, in the mountains, in the southern mountains. It comes out. It comes out near the Dwarven City, or in the Dwarven City in MMO land.
Oh, Corey, there's a training time I put down on the board. If you like, I would trade that to you if you wanted it. I needed to reduce my hand.
Oh, sure. Okay, I'll trade training.
So just toss one of your cards and just move training time to the discard.
Okay, I will.
It's just on the board where it says fumble discard area.
I got it. I have a hero point rate and NPC.
That's probably a good one to use if there's an NPC we want a hero point.
I haven't met too many. Do you guys know one?
No, plenty of NPCs. Is there anybody particular you had in mind, Doc, to hero rate? There we go. That's who I did last.
Actually, yeah, I do. Janet would be good because she's in the library here, and she's the head of the librarians here.
The gnome chick, just there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
If anything happens at the library, she can then affect, like, if she's in there, she can try to help combat whatever happens in the library.
By the way, there's a lot of pails of sand in the library. Looks like
my idea. My idea was the parrot thing. but yeah, okay. So hero point rate, Janet then.
Does that if you play that card, does that take you down to 3? Yes, good. Enjoy.
Yeah. And I'm also going to play this training time because it got traded to me.
Cool. Then you should only have 2 cards left.
No,
right? Hand size is 4. Yes.
Yes, but if you play,
you're going to play. Yeah, you still have to play the training card.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, there's a list somewhere in Roll20 that has all the NPCs who get hero rated to add her to.
Is it?
I don't know where it is. It should be. I asked somebody to make one. I forget who.
Oh, did you? Oh, there you go. NPCs with hero points.
Yep. So
there you go. It's got Clem in there, but it doesn't state which one.
Yep.
All right. I shall add the 3 or 4 I've got listed down.
Wonderful.
Well, actually, there's only 2, actually, I think. Princess Danny and Elwyn are the ones I know about.
I put on Jason Pittman's timeline. I was like, Rasslin Rad was brought up in the campaign today, and he quoted, "What you need, I can get."
Yeah. You won't forget that.
Nice.
I wish he had more free time. Get him in a campaign.
He'll come around. He asked me about it the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I fed him some info. I said, "Yeah, it's pretty cool. You should try it."
It's good for you, no?
Yeah. He's good. Bring back Vader.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
All right. I am good. I think we're good, right?
Yep. I was just updating the list of hero pointed. I thought we'd done some other people. But that'll do for the moment. I'll have to check my notes.
Okay. So, right.
You got your spells noted down?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Also, all the spells can be found on the appropriate board within the pro boards. So if you ever want to go check it out or see if it's changed or whatever. Again, you should be at 2 cards left, though, Corey. You played 2. You had 4.
I traded 1.
Right, but after playing 2, because you always have to reduce your hand. So you should, if your hand maximum is 4, but then you play 2.
Right. I guess I technically played 1, but that's okay. Because I traded the hero point rate, but I guess I'll play it. That's fine. That's fine. I'm good. It's all good.
Oh, because you want me to play it? That's fine. I can do that. So that way.
That's what I thought, but it's all.
No,
it's
that's cool.
It's all good. I discarded anyway. So.
Here, I'll just toss it into your. There you go. There's full retrieve.
Oh, nice.
There you go. He's delighted to take that check instead of you. So don't take that check then, because Chris was happy to dive on that grenade for you. Grenades. Anyway, so in the early morning, possibly even a little bit before dawn, you guys head over to the Australian embassy through Clem's. Howdy, what can I do you for? Says Clem.
Shave, please.
Hot towel?
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
Beastkin San Angeles.
Them as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. He puts you guys all in the chair, covers you up with the big cloth thing that they always put on you, and then puts the hot face towel on. And then when he takes it off, he's a fucking otter-headed Clem with fur that is different color to go where the big pork chop beard would normally be.
How long does that process take, Logan?
About as long as it takes for him to put the hot towels on everybody's face.
Okay.
Quick. And then take them off, of course. So not that long, but like getting into a chair and having, like, if you were running from somebody, it would be eternally long. But when you're just hanging out and stuff, not a big thing. If you were to divide that time up into 5-second combat rounds, it should mean that people have the opportunity to shoot you a lot before you get a hot towel on you and stuff, assuming that Clem was able to even do that. But and the bullets somehow didn't hit anything else in the barbershop, causing him to close prematurely, of course. So he takes them off and he asks, shave?
Fine, thank you, Clem.
All right. He begins shaving McKay. Nice straight
hat, walk out.
All right. You go outside, almost get run over by a horse and buggy. Somebody's like, hello, Australian, from inside. The driver like, stay out of the road. There's horse shit everywhere and stuff. The horses and stuff are all kind of like lizard analogies of horses. But there's horse-headed people over there, which are a little different. But eventually McKay comes out, freshly shorn face. It's not as breathtaking as a freshly shorn scrotum, but still. You guys then wander over, and everybody's like, hello, Ambassador. Hello, Ambassador.
Good evening.
And you guys head over to the Australian embassy. The rhino-headed guard.
Good day. Good day. Good day.
The rhino-headed guards salute when you guys draw close. They have their ceremonial halberds. Of course, they also have rifles and pistols, but the ceremonial halberds,
Yes.
Good day.
We go into the embassy.
Ambassador, they say.
Good
They
evening.
squint at you. They don't have great eyesight. But you guys head on in. The elf kids are delighted to see you, and they drag him off. There he goes.
Who?
The ambassador.
Which one?
Me.
Oh.
I'm the ambassador.
The ambassador?
Yes, the ambassador. I am the Australian ambassador. I set up the embassy and set up all of the stuff here in this zone.
Gotcha.
So,
Cut to the next day. You guys have been
here of the realm and all sorts of
all
weird
that
and
stuff.
wonderful stuff here.
Oh, if we're going to be here for a day fucking around, I was going to cast a bunch of spells.
Go for it. Each of you has time for some spells, and then it'll be the next morning, and you can start ripping some tarot cards. Well, they don't get to see him that often, so they pretty much drag him off, and they want to tell him all kinds of shit that Pete doesn't care about, Logan doesn't care about, they care about, McKay cares about. So I just skip over all that. Plus, it's bonding and shit. James bonding.
Are you just trying to cast spells to get checks in them? Is that what that is?
Pretty much.
And then if you get your crit, then you get...
If you're casting these spells, you might not want to forget about the willpower times 3 to make it work. This zone sucks ass for magic.
That's why okay.
Yay! I actually
forgot
can
that it
talk to him
actually
in Latin.
Changed.
I speak Latin.
You can talk to each other in Latin if you can make your Latin roll. He seems fairly fluent. By the way, when you get into about the 70s, then people don't go, he's like...
Nah, fuck it. I'll be back.
I got no idea what he did there. Oh, willpower by 3. Okay.
Okay. So what am I doing here? I was talking Latin, right?
Yeah. I was going to say, if you get 70 or better, then people don't think that you're necessarily a foreigner anymore.
Nice.
Okay.
You guys sit around talking Latin. The kids both speak very fluent Latin. And, you guys sit around chatting and stuff. The kids are pretty much, McKay is like their dad to them. You can kind of tell that there's that. They're obviously elves. They got the pointed ears and the Spock eyebrows and stuff. But they seem to both be around 18 to 20, somewhere in there. And they pretty much seem to... Oh, yeah. Like I said, they grow up quick.
Oh, yeah, very quick.
They grow up so fast.
I didn't realize they were that old.
But their aging seems to have stopped at around that age.
Yeah, all right.
But they pretty much are treating McKay as their dad. They're obviously a brother and sister. They've got a lot of very close features and stuff. And McKay.
Twins.
And McKay, well, yes, and McKay is definitely like their dad. And there's also the bird that curses a lot. You remember him. And there's also a fire lizard that comes trundling through at one point. It's wearing an asbestos suit.
No longer asbestos. Doc gave him the magic pants that always keeps him comfortable.
Excellent.
That he got from the robot, I think. It was one of the unusual items from the robot, I think, or something.
Oh, yeah. Very good. You haven't been to see the robot in a long time. It's probably very lonely.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
No, I saw it. We saw him. We bought the coconuts off him when we were clearing out the sewers.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you're trying to save the world and stuff. Also, the elven kids are telling you that the weather's been getting weird. It seems like it's overcast all the time now. And also there's like kind of distant rumbling, like lightning and stuff. And and also it's really weird because they've been overhearing other conversations and people keep telling each other that a storm's a coming.
Storms are brewing.
Ask the bird if he wants to try and teach me magic. Hi, bird.
He attempts to flip you off with one of his feet and almost falls off the perch.
I give him a cracker.
All right, he'll try. You're the one who always gives him crackers, so he's actually happy to try. Oh my God, he made his teaching roll. This is a banner day. Let's see about this actual. Holy shit. Anybody except McKay can learn from this bird.
Speaking of which.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me try a teaching roll on you and fail real quick. There you go. Happy? So
Yeah.
then Joshua's too thick, says the bird. Right. Teach.
I rescued this bird, and he's yet to succeed in teaching me a single spell.
Here's the spell that the bird teaches you there, Corey. It's the air magic tree. I recommend keeping track of what tree these are from because it's important for later.
Got it.
Simple little spell. How to make yourself not stink.
Can be quite useful if you're getting tracked by animals.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's got a pretty decent sized tree actually as well. So now you know how to increase you know how to get the next spell up the tree, right, Corey?
I haven't looked at it. I know there's a big complicated system to it, right?
No, it's really simple. All you have to do is, like, if you're ever casting your no smell, which I don't recommend in this zone because you got to do a willpower ×3 and then try the spell. But if you ever make your spell and roll a critical on it, you pick up the next one either higher on the tree or another branch and stuff. Like here, you could either pick up, if you make a crit on no smell, then you have a choice between either no smell other or breath, which allows you to breathe somewhere where they don't normally have air, underwater, outer space, shit like that. So that's how you go up the chain, is simply get a crit. Not easy, but possible.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, you see McKay going, and like an apple floating around.
No. I was just testing my buttons.
Okay.
I made my willpower times. I did not make my first willpower ×3 check, so I'm assuming that means I can't cast anything today, right?
No. If you fumble, you're done for the day, like what Chris did. And he also should get a fumble card when he gets back.
So I can keep trying unless I fumble.
Yep.
Pretty much, and or run out of magic points.
Yep.
And pass out.
Each spell that you attempt that doesn't work is half the magic point cost.
Okay, so if it's 2, it would be 1.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Doc Fulton needs first aid. He can't run anymore.
All right, I'm done.
And you get a fumble as well. Hold on, let me pull your fumble card real quick. As your head explodes. Take a D4 magic points and a D4 hit points of damage as your head tries to explode from doing shit it's not supposed to do.
Ow.
He just slumps over. I'm in so much pain.
All right.
Damn it.
3.
There goes McKay.
No, I hadn't actually made my willpower roll to see if that actually went off.
Would you stop punching buttons at random?
Yeah, no, I hit it just as I hit it. Oops, I hadn't done the willpower roll.
That's fine. I'm happy to accept your fumble and then give you the willpower roll.
Yes, I made my willpower roll. Now
all right, here's your fumble. See how easy this is? Holy shit. How many magic... How many magic points does that bind point self cost?
6.
Roll a d6 damage on yourself.
Ow.
Mm-hmm.
Is in real damage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
He goes, falls over the table. Are you dead?
0.
At 0? Got it. He just, blood fountains out of his nose and eyes and ears.
Oh, Jesus.
The kids go, ah! What do you do there, Doc?
I immediately attempt to resuscitate him, I guess. Right?
All right, no problem.
Stop bleeding, so he's not bleeding out.
The blood's coming out of his ears. You stuff cotton wads in there, I guess. And his eye.
Well, I have medicine and first aid and
first aid roll. This may save him. You need to make this first aid roll. Are you at negative hit point, Pete?
No, 0.
Okay, perfect. Well, that was close.
It's partly stun. Because I've still got
Okay.
the stun from
Got it.
hitting the ground because we haven't rested since then.
Success.
Roll your D3 there, Doctor.
One.
You're conscious.
Hey.
Barely. He goes, he just looks like hell. The kids are like, oh, off to bed for you.
You need medicine in a
Yes.
hospital
Mm-hmm.
and possibly some magic healing.
We have medical stuff here, but yeah.
We need a medical doctor.
Isn't that what you are?
I am not I mean, yes, I am a medical doctor, but not that type of medical doctor. I'm not a surgeon.
Doc Fulton is a medical doctor.
Right. Yes. He seems quite skilled in medicine, although some shadiness there with the whole brain screwing thing.
Yeah. Interesting times, interesting.
Oh, give me a first aid roll on Doc Fulton real quick, Corey.
On him? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, he hurt himself.
Oh, that's right. He can't move. Good Lord, my whole party's going out in the embassy.
No problem. Doc Fulton, right now you're being medically treated because your fumble was cannot run until get first aid, but fortunately you were hooked up.
Okay.
So you're all there now. Yeah.
And my head exploded, and I.
Yeah, he was just like on the table. The kids freaked out, and so the other doctor worked on him.
I mean, I got him conscious, but he needs a hospital.
Yeah, he's barely alive. Yeah. About half my damage is stun from when I hit the ground earlier this evening.
Probably a good idea that you guys spend an extra day here, you're thinking. And maybe shouldn't fuck with spells when you're that wounded, because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look at the dent in the table, look at your nose. And that's one hard nose, says the boy. Pointy too, says the girl.
It's orc-like.
Yes. Both of you are. Everybody who's wounded, you get a good night's sleep. Give me willpower rolls. Lower is better. If you get a crit, you wake up healed and refreshed.
By 2.
So
I
you
get
regain
3.
4. It's the inverse. If you get times 5, it's 1, etc. 4 is 2.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. That's all right. And all my stun
3
goes
back
away.
for full. Yes, all the stun goes away as well. And you gain no hit points back at all, Corey, because obviously you're sleeping wrong.
That's okay. I wasn't as bad off as some of those other guys.
Yeah, they're pretty fucked up. And they're like, we're going to go fight the bad guy. My arm fell off again. Fuck. Let's go fight the bad guy now. All right, so then you go fetch Doc Fulton his tarot cards of doom.
Yes, hang on a second. Copy.
This should be fun. Is there any for Corey, or because Corey turned in some? Did he already get his, or no?
Nope, Corey has not turned in a single tarot card yet.
Oh, I just dumped all of my tarot cards at the place.
Yeah, he's been dumping them here. The elf kids are
Have
like.
you been posting on the board that you've been dumping them here?
Yeah, Freddie said, or Alex said to just put them on the spreadsheet or whatever. I did that.
Oh, okay. You've been adding them directly, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you put your name next to the ones you added, Corey?
I think so. I'll double check. I have it open on this other thing.
Keep track of whose is whose.
I was like, oh, I've got all these extra tarot cards for myself. Ooh.
Go. Working.
God, all those are for Doc Fulton.
Yeah, 10 cards. Should be 10 cards there.
I think he's going to be a happy bunny.
Yeah, because it was worked out about 10 cards each for the first slot for those of us that put in cards. I cannot see any cards here for a Doctor.
Yeah, I just
Dr.
looked at the sheet. It's not on there. Here, I have a list of them.
Yeah.
If you want, but hold on a second.
While you copy paste, I'll deal with Chris. Yeah, you guys can, because Chris, you've already copy pasted your cards in case it scrolls up wildly. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm doing right now.
Cool.
So, like, You already went through all yours.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, while Corey gets his cards squared away, I will be happy to go through what your cards do, and then people try to pay attention to both Corey and whatever I say.
So right from here, we're going to go to the Land of the Lost then and see what we can get going, right?
We could try that, yeah, if you wanted to.
Is that what you wanted to do? Like, because that was part of us using the cards. Like, so I would have whatever powers before.
You don't just hang on to the cards, and then when we get to where we want to go to use them. But I suppose the question is, do we want to go get a Zardos and travel there that way, or do we want to just use the waterfall, or try and work out the other way to get there? That
yeah, good point.
The best way would be to shadow walk using the head.
Yes. All right. So if we do that, then.
Yeah, and I figure we can go and see if there's other heads that we can locate in Alien Takeover.
Yep. Sounds good. Like the plan, and we can, depending on what we want, take what we're going to use from here with us.
Well,
like grenades, or if there's other stuff we want.
Yeah.
And Logan, in regards to your question on the boards, the floppy disk is here.
Got it. Also, you'll have to figure out which zone you want to tear cards in, because you don't want your head to explode or you to pull a muscle and not be able to run here or anywhere.
I'm just trying to remember if we determined how easy magic worked in Land of the Lost from when we were there. I'm assuming we cast spells there, but I just can't remember.
Oopsie.
I'm just looking back through my notes to see if I noted it down.
Magic in the Land of the Lost.
Oh, magic. Magic in Land of the Lost is the same as using magic here in Eastkin.
So it's roll 3.
5-3, yeah.
I give you a card for good notes.
There you go. Oh, in there.
God damn.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to put it somewhere so I can later on add them.
He's got to correlate all that shit. And plus, you got to find out if
you had, just to confirm, you had 2 high priestesses?
It appears that way. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, no. You know what? It duplicated that entry. Only 1 Knight of Swords, 1 High Priestess. For some reason, it got duplicated there. Knight of Swords, King of Swords, High Priestess.
I just wanted to double check.
Hangman, Ace of Swords, Sun.
Yep, alright. I will chuck it down here for the moment so I can add it. And, alright, so we're saying that get rid of that crap there.
I like that you guys tried to accomplish a lot of shit at once. That makes me very happy. It's early morning. You've only been slowed down 1 day, really, because you guys probably got there in the afternoon, and then McKay's kids spirited them off for a while, and then, shows them all playing a giant game of patty cake or some shit for a few hours. And then you got together and had the meal.
Considering how old you said they are, I doubt that very much, since you said they're actually 18 or 20 years old now. They're no longer young. They're no longer 8-10-year-olds.
I didn't say it was not a strange and awkward game of patty cake.
Okay.
But yeah, and they always wear jerkins with like large Australian flags on them and shit, front and back. It's like they're pretty much doing everything they can to say, no, don't kill us. We're with the Australian guys. Because elk are hunted down like rabid snow beasts.
Right. That's all the cards.
Which is there, calling back to the campaign from before, Corey. Oh yeah, there's a lot of weird shit in this campaign, dude. This is what happens when I got 3 months and I'm bored and in a different country and have all that time for prepping.
You have like fever dreams.
I I actually have had fever dreams when I almost died from dengue fever. They were interesting.
Question, Logan. Do you know if Alex Kinley or Tommy have collected their cards? I'm assuming not, but I just want to confirm.
I don't believe so.